The second card is the weakness, right? Now the weakness part, now this makes us more human, right? So it is not that the Santiago, before selling off his sheep, did not have a second guess. You know, he spent sleepless nights for it, because he had really worked hard for those sheep to be there, right? But and the fact of the matter is that if you have all read the book, and if you have not, I again encourage you to do that. What happens is that once he's able to take that plunge and he lands up in a distant land, an alien land, he does not know the language, he does not know the people, right? And if I recall correctly, and my bad, please check the references, but as far as I remember, he lands up in a city which is called Tangier, right? And whatever money he had accumulated, or whatever little money he had by selling off those sheep, and he thought that maybe he'll start his journey afresh in search of that treasure that he had dreams of, he was robbed of that money, right? So it was actually left, he was actually, so you can imagine yourself in a situation that we had now coming to our lives, and our own personal legend playing the Santiagos in our life. More often than not, what happens is that we also pursue a certain dream only to be hit by a roadblock or a setback, right? So that is the weakness aspect. The weakness aspect is the cost of hesitation. The cost of hesitation is comes in form of an inner demons, the inner self doubts, the inner anxiety. And not to say they are baseless, they are nameless. Yes, they do have a sense, they do have their meaning, they do have their vestiges of the past. But then this is something which also allows that, which is also kind of not allowing us, but which is actually kind of withholding us. So let's draw the next card, which is coming across through for the weakness part of it. I see some lovely people over here, but I'm not doing an online tarot reading at the moment. Please feel free to drop your names and date of birth, and I promise you that I, after this session, will be able to, kind of refer to your details and give you a zodiac reference inside. Because this time, my dear, as I have mentioned, is that I'm not reading it out for the zodiac per se, but I'm doing it for the collective consciousness that is applicable to each and every one of us in the initial opening chapters of this year. So this is the weakness. Oh, lovely, wonderful, wonderful. So this is the Six of Swords, right? And what a beautiful card to draw. And look, I was already sharing a story of Santiago the Alchemist with you, and how he kind of sold his sheep, and he kind of chose to go to the alien and a distant land, following up. What was he following? What was the cue for him? What was a dream, the recurring dream that he used to have, while, and a repetitive dream in search of a treasure, So basically this card, Six of Swords, again, go back to those steps as to how to read tarot for yourself. Name the card Six of Swords. What do you see it happening? It shows a boat with six swords, and here you have this person, the lady and a child possibly, and this man who's rowing it, and he is going away from these choppy waters. You see the turbulence in the water, and he's going to the calmer shore. So what does this card actually depict? Have a closer look. So as I said, the chapter 2 is the unfinished lesson, which is the weakness, which is the cost of hesitation. So basically what happens is that once this Santiago, he's robbed, his first instinct is not of resilience. Instead, his first instinct is that of self-doubt. Oh God, did I make a mistake? Did I do the right thing by selling off, or by giving away my life's earnings, and doing something as foolish as this, right? And so this is the kind of sentiment that many of us would have coming into the new year, by saying that by kind of self-doubting, or kind of not believing in your own faith and potential, not believing in your own dreams, because of certain setbacks or hiccups that you may have faced during the fag end of the year, or maybe all throughout during the last year, and half believing or half trusting the magic of new beginnings, right? But the fact of the matter is that this card, it arrives as a sign of your inner resilience, that what is the cost of hesitation, as I would like to call this card. This card is about the gift and your inner flame, and this card is about the cost of hesitation. It says that if you remain rooted and stuck in that anxiety and self-doubt loop, then you would not be able to make this journey that takes you away from choppy waters to the calmer shores. Does it make sense? So it is important for you to kind of tackle that unfinished lessons, because if you allow that to remain in the skeletons in the cupboard, then what happens is that it becomes a repetitive loop, as I more often than not do so read for my lovely soul family and connects and clients on an ongoing basis, is that the same kind of patterns repeat. And I'm hoping to do a podcast around this. And if you, many of you, if you have listened to those podcasts that I've recorded earlier, I would encourage you to go back, because it's a wealth of information, gamut of information out there that I'm sharing for each and every one of you. But coming back to the tarot insights, it's important for each one of you out there to be able to have, again, reevaluate and relook and reassess the choices that you are making, and important, so that you become aware of those vestiges of the past, the unfinished lessons, the unfinished business, right? And it is most to do with the communication part, the mental clarity. It's not so much so about the emotions and see, this is about the practical and the pragmatic aspects of life. Now this is to do with the mental clarity, the clarity and the communication part of it, so those memories and imaginations, the illusions, right, or everything to do with the mind chatter, right, the monkey mind, so this is something that needs to be taken care of, because at the very first, at the way, basically what the card is coming, the lessons which are coming through is that you may still be doubting your intuition, and the lessons repeat because it has not been fully integrated yet, right? So it is important for you to pay attention to those messages which may be unique to each one of us, right? So it is important for you, and if you do not know what those lessons are, you're more than welcome to come and ask for a personalized tarot reading. Chandra is here in my personal capacity to handhold you and guide you through the maze and haze of this emotional cloud, so that you are able to reclaim, and get to the treasure the way Santiago did, right? So this is the second chapter, that kind of. So basically, once we have recognized our gifts, it is important for us to cross that threshold of we must be ready to pay the price of that cost of hesitation, and make sure to kind of eliminate and weed out the very source of it, right?